Well, hi everybody. Welcome to a new video series called How Radio Works. It's a series about how the industry that I've been lucky enough to work in for 12 years actually works behind the scenes. The things I'm going to tell you and the secrets that I'll reveal are not necessarily industry-wide secrets. They're the experiences that I've had working in this business. Not everybody has had the same experiences, and not every radio station functions the same way. My name is Diesel, and I'm a radio DJ. I've been in this business for going on 12 years. I've worked pretty much every job you can have in this business. When I started out, I worked as a promotions team member. They're the ones who go out and set up the events. I spent some time on a top 40 radio station early on, cutting my teeth, playing early Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Akon, Usher, that kind of stuff. At one point, I pretty much had to leave the industry to make ends meet. I DJ'd at a strip club for a while. Yes, I DJ'd at a strip club while remaining part-time on the air. For about 2 years, I hosted a kick-ass metal show. I've created commercials in our production department. And now I do 6 nights a week on an active rock station and produce a sports talk afternoon show 5 days a week. I asked on my Facebook page, that's at Diesel on Radio, by the way, what you wanted to know about the business, and here's some of the questions that you asked. I'll answer each question quickly and let you know if I have a future video planned on this particular topic. Jeanette wants to know, how much control do you personally have on your time slot, whether or not my ideas are encouraged by programming? Chance asks a pretty similar question. Explain why the same songs get played over and over. That's a complaint I hear all the time. This is one that I will do a future video on, but suffice it to say there's an algorithm. There is a method behind the madness of how they pick songs to make sure the station sounds consistent across the day. Jimmy Hessler wants to know how the technology works, what buttons to push and knobs to turn. Jimmy, if I told you how many buttons there were that we don't actually push on a daily basis, you'd be like, wow. It's true. There are a ton of buttons. We really only push 10 of them, maybe. We use basically the microphones, the channels that play the music, and then we use the channels that play stuff out of the computer. That's pretty much it. And phone lines. Ali Kagan, does your playlist have music from the 70s? Well, my station, Active Rock, again, it does. It has some, like Black Sabbath. It's got some Led Zeppelin and AC/DC. I think that's about it for my station. Matthew, how y'all program the radio for the music? How y'all program the radio for the music y'all going to play for that day? Is that even English? But I think I pretty much answered that one already. It is a complex algorithm, and I will be doing a video on that one in the future. Darren, how about radio stations without DJs? Are they as profitable as stations with DJs? It's true, there are radio stations out there that don't have any live air talent. They just play music. Now, as far as how profitable they are, I couldn't tell you the answer to that question, but I can tell you they are cheaper to run because they're not paying salaries of DJs. So maybe they're profitable, maybe they're not. A lot of times those stations are put on for advertising purposes so that the station can fill out their portfolio and sell to more businesses. Dennis asks why Def Leppard plays 5 times a day, every day, in every state across the U.S. I'm pretty sure Def Leppard plays more than 5 times a day in each state every day. But Def Leppard's a massive band. Why would radio stations not play Def Leppard? They got a one-armed drummer. That's cool. Jamie asks, who does these polls for what gets played on the radio? Well, radio songs are actually chosen, and again, I will do a further in-depth video on this. Songs are chosen based off of research, and the research is done depending on the station. Where we do it, it's about every 6 months. We call out a bunch of people that fit into our core demographic. We are 18 to 34-year-old men. We call them, and we play little snippets of the songs, and they tell us if they like the song or not. It's random, but it's not random, because it is within our target demographic, but it is random in that we don't really have a set list of people that we call. Mark asks, how much is live? Audette asks pretty much the same question. Do you pre-record your shows for the radio? There's a technology that exists in radio called voice tracking, and not all DJs are live all of the time. Now, this is me kind of going behind the scenes, revealing how some of the sausage is made. This is what we'll call it secret number 1. As a matter of fact, my show is not live all of the time. Part of it is pre-recorded, and that's because my job is actually 2 part-time jobs combined into 1 full-time job, and that's true of a lot of people in radio. Very few people in radio are just doing 1 job or 1 show. A lot of people are wearing a lot of different hats, so a lot of people have jobs that are combined and kind of mashed up, and as such, you can't be here 12, 14 hours a day doing all of those jobs, so voice tracking is a thing. It gives us the ability to go into a studio and pre-record the breaks so that they air on the proper day and time, but it's not us actually live in the studio at that time. If you have questions of your own, make sure you get down into that comment section down below or shoot me a direct message across any of my social medias. I made it simple. All of them are the same, at Diesel on Radio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. In my next How Radio Works upload, I will dive deep into that subject that I touched on briefly of how the music is actually chosen at a radio station. A lot of people complain about it. We hear, oh God, we hear so much bitching and moaning about, man, I don't like the music you guys are playing. So I'm going to tell you exactly how the station is programmed and why it sounds the way that it sounds. It's not going to stop you from bitching about it, but, you know, at least you'll have an answer, right? Thanks so much for watching the video. I know the series is going to be a lot of fun to make. Now, I do know that only a small portion of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel, so make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and click that button. It's right down here in the corner. Turning on the bell notification is also helpful if you want to receive a notification the next time I upload a video.